back. Woohoo! Cut it out. Okay, sorry, my hands are up here. All right. Be clear.
Keep it clean. It's a PG show.
Yeah, well, it is PG.
Sure.
Progressive Auto Sales Arena. How you doing, everybody?
Nice segue.
David Burrows here. My friend Jay Peckham joining me. And Jay already has a prediction.
I'm predicting a win today.
Against the Owen Sound attack here tonight, because last time they played them, didn't go so good.
No, and I think, we've had, we started off big with some good wins, and things were looking good, and we've, not maybe fared so well recently, and so I think we're, my prediction would be that, we're in that, you got to pull things up a little bit. I think we're going to be hungry for a win, and I think that, given where Owen Sound is in the standings and stuff like that, I'm suggesting there's an opportunity to be had here.
You are strongly suggesting. You know what? It's interesting though, because we always compare, right? Last year, Sarnia State came out of the gate super strong.
Yeah,
they were like top of the top. They were the best of the best, and then they started out strong. First 3 games here this year, I think everybody kind of went, "Here we go," and then. Ooh, right, so
we call that a slump.
Yeah, well, there's somewhat. I mean, while there are still some players from the past here, there's still somewhat of a new team here at the Sarnia State.
Yeah, and we're mixing things up. I mean, remember, I mean, we traded off Theo Calvis recently, so that means some change up in the back end and realigning that. I know that. We're moving some guys forward. We're bringing some guys back. There's, so we haven't really found that right mixture yet. And I'm thinking sooner or later we're going to happen on, some serendipity here, and we're going to find that that little happy accident.
You read your dictionary today.
Well, I did, and we're going to find that little happy accident that, is that rounded lineup of guys.
We have seen a little bit of that, though. We saw that that famous line that Jostling and Lavinius, that's that really they broke them up for a little while, right? And
Absolutely.
then we're kind of like, well, what'd you do that for? And Brad Staubitz kind of said, we're just experimenting, and
absolutely,
here we're back again. It's okay to do that because. It's nice to have more than one click out there.
Well, no, absolutely. I mean, and that's the thing. Again, I think the big thing for me with this season's sting is that, we don't have one superstar and a bunch of guys around them. We have this nice little team thing, and it's just going to be about finding those smaller pieces that, fill the right piece of the puzzle. And I think we clearly know what's not working.
Well,
they're still juggling some stuff, and I'm expecting that at some point in all that juggling, you're going to find a couple of moments of, of real brilliance, and I'm hoping to see that tonight.
Well, I think we will see that change. That's my prediction as well, and I say that based on the fact last week post-game talking with Ryan McGregor, we had an interview there, and no bones about it.
Congratulations to him too. He's playing for Team OHL and Canada Russia coming up. That's awesome.
But he made no bare bones fact about we're not. When asked what's going on, he's like, we were not all playing up to what I know we can be. He was very honest about it. He said there are no excuses here. We know that this was not good for us. So sitting back and recognizing that, and I think that's very recommending, if you will, of his leadership, saying,
100%.
Instead of going, I know you had a bad day, it's like, okay, what's going on here, guys?
Absolutely.
We got to figure this thing out, and you cannot have an excuse attitude. You got to have a no excuses attitude, and I'm sure that that's part of the conversations in the locker room. I'm sure a lot's been brought out on practice. I almost said rehearsal.
Rehearsal.
No,
I'm in rehearsal.
Rehearsal on the ice. But that practice. I'm sure has been focused on.
I would expect. You're right, and so I'm hoping to see. We have an opportunity. Owen Sound is a beatable team this year. Pardon me, and I think we have an opportunity, and we've got a game under our belt against them where we can learn from that and hopefully adapt. And we're in a changing situation, so they're not even going to know what to expect. So I don't know what. I'm just thinking
Okay.
outside the box.
All right,
What
okay.
we do in the stands,
They won't
right?
know what we're doing.
That's right. It's like
we're
stealth
not-
mode, you know. Like
okay, yeah.
that's what we do in the stands. We just figure this stuff out.
All right. I think I'm going to sit behind you
Nice.
sometime. I'm going to put my invisible cloak on.
There you go.
And, sit behind you. And
Yeah, we have some fun.
eavesdrop on your conversations with your friends. What are you hearing there? You know, when you sit down there in the stands with your buddies, what are the conversations like? Are they positive conversations?
You know what? I mean, yeah, I want to say yeah for the most part. I mean, yeah, sure, we do our fair share. I mean, we like to pick on the little things, right? You know, so you get that bad ref call, and of course we got to call them out and yell and scream and carry on. And, you know, we've seen some bad little coaching moments, bad line changes and things like that, so we get all upset about that. But, I mean, overall, you know, the people that are around me, these are all season ticket holders. They've been around for a long time. We've been here through the good and the bad and stuff like that.
They've earned
This
the
is
badge.
definitely, yeah. You know what? And we're definitely not in a bad zone at this point with the Sting. You know, I think overall, we're really, really positive. So many great things have happened in the last few years that we're really, really excited for this season and for future seasons. You know, I think the future is bright for this Sting, and we're just excited to see it happen.
One of the things I think we can agree also that the Sting are still trying to figure out is the goaltending. You know, we've seen Aiden Hughes in there, we've seen Ethan Langevin in there.
Yeah.
Recently, Blair Coffin was given an opportunity, and I mean, as it didn't go well, you still kind of really had to feel bad for him because I know there were some huge mistakes made there on his behalf. And he even showed it down there on the ice. He knew what errors he had made, and he's feeling the letdown of his team, etc.
Well, and I feel bad for all of these guys.
But I'm hoping that will be one of the things that gets pushed aside, has worked on, and we'll see Blair. I would like to see Blair Coffin come back with another opportunity.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I feel real bad for all these guys. You know, I mean, we had Justin Fazio for how long, right? And he was our number one guy, and he. You know, and we got spoiled. We got spoiled. He was an outstanding goaltender, but you know,
Stay with me.
But under that, I mean, being the backup goalie when you've got an ace like that in between the pipes, you know, I mean, how much is there for you, you know, and so, you know, in the year after JF is gone, you know, now we find ourselves going, well, you know. We've got some young guys in there that really have not seen this much OHL level action in a long time.
The experience, and you know, when we say there's lack of experience, that's not an insult.
No.
That just means they haven't gained it yet because of lack of time on the ice.
And 100%, you know, and on top of that, now the expectation is that one of them is going to be the next Justin Fazio.
Well, get your dancing
I mean,
shoes on, guys.
And you know
let's
what?
see what you can fill.
For sure. Let's see what we can do. And I think it's just going to take some time, I think, again, to really figure it out and let one of these guys kind of rise to the top a bit. Otherwise, you know, if we want to make a serious bid, we're going to have to do something about goaltending.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see what changes may come, what changes need to come here tonight if the Sarnia Sting are going to get back in the game, so to speak, and say, we're still here, we're pushing through all this troublesome time we've had. And, you know, we say troublesome time, really it's kind of been about 50-50, right? So let's hope we can get past that 50% side tonight here with the Sarnia Sting. You got a lot of fans around here.
I do.
Do you like sign autographs? Tell me about it.
Sometimes. You know, I try to keep a low profile, frankly.
I heard Sportsnet was calling. All right, we are about 7 minutes away from taking a look out at the ice and seeing how good our Sarnia Sting are going to be tonight.
Can I make one more little pitch
absolutely.
that's not non-hockey related?
Oh, go for it.
Hey, it's October 19th, right? There are only literally 3 days left to vote, folks. Go out. If you have not voted in our municipal election, please go out and do that.
And there is no reason to not get there. Electronic voting is the only way to do it.
Absolutely.
I've done it, and it was just like a piece of paper on a screen. You put in your
100%.
PIN number. Like if you can take money out of your bank account.
Yeah.
That's more complicated, actually.
Yeah, it's not rocket science.
So go in and take care of that, and then
if you're looking for information because you don't know who to vote for, go to my Facebook at Sarnia Elections. Facebook, Sarnia Elections, and look for the note where I have got all of questions and answers about candidates.
Yeah.
Be informed.
And I'm going to be there on Monday. I'll be live 6 o'clock.
100%.
All over our Facebook page, that. And hopefully, if you can, maybe you'll make it there.
I'm going to see what I can do.
I do have a few other people lined up to join me to have some conversation.
Yep.
And it will not be a late night because 8 o'clock hits within minutes.
We'll know what's going on.
It's like hitting that button and decisions will be made. And we'll have conversations after we see that. We might be there till about 8:30, 8:45, having conversations about your new council. We will see some new council.
But I just wanted to urge people to go out and vote, please. It's important.
Absolutely. All right. Well, here we are once again, Progressive Auto Sales Arena. Sarnia Sting getting ready to take on the Owen Sound Attack. Prediction from Jay Peckham is a good one. We want to see that prediction come through.
I vote for the Sting.
All right. Follow us out on all our social media. Check this guy out on Twitter as well. And we'll be back here, first period, with some special guests. And we'll keep you updated throughout the periods as well. All right. For the show live on location, on behalf of the Video Show Network, my friend Jay Peckham, I'm David Burrows.
Go Sting, go!
Talk to you soon.